Stuff later. Hey gang, it's Powerhouse Pam Waters of Soul Advantage Mobile Notary and Maryland COIN's Notary Show, where we bring you the movers and shakers of our notaries here in Maryland. But today's mover and shaker comes all the way from Phoenix. Irene Rueda, she was crowned the LSS Notary of the Year.
Hey,
yeah. Notary has her own signing agency, the Phoenix Notary Pros of LLC. So welcome, Irene.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. So we are so excited to meet you. I met you through TikTok, and then you was crowned LSS of the Year. So I was like, "Oh, that was none but God, right?" Because we literally just connected within weeks ago. So please share with us your journey. How did you get there as the Notary of the Year?
Okay, so I actually started my journey back in 2019. At that time, I was working for the city, so I had a good government job, and I was on Facebook one day, and I was on this Facebook group, and somebody posted on there, "What is your side hustle?" And so I just started reading through everybody's side hustles to see if maybe I could, learn something from there. And somebody posted on there that they were a notary and that they made $75 per signing, and each signing took less than an hour. Honestly, I was a notary already, so I thought it was way too good to be true. I was like, yeah, right. I've never even heard of any notary making $75 an hour. This is fake. So, but I actually started looking into it because I had been a notary. So, and I'm always looking to make extra money. So I did start looking into it, and that was back in 2018. And I looked into it for about 6 months. And before I decided to take a course, and I decided to take the loan signing system. And when I took the loan signing system, I was able to be a part of their Facebook page, and it's a private group for anybody that joins LSS. So I started, there weren't that many people, there was like less than 1,000 people in there at that time. And I would just see everybody's posts like, "Oh my God, I just did my first signing. Oh my God, I made $2,000 this month. Oh wow, I made 500. And I was just like, oh man, I need to start doing this. I passed my course. I got certified through the NNA in August of 2018. I did not take my very first signing until March of 2019. And the reason why is, I'm sure the reason why everybody get scared, so I was just scared. I didn't want to mess up on anybody's documents. I didn't know anybody that did this. And so finally I just decided, you know what, I'm tired of seeing everybody's posts saying that they're making this much and they're doing it part-time. So I wanted to be one of those people that posted on there, "Hey, I did my first signing." So March, did my very first signing, and took me over 2 hours to do. And it was just a refinance. Those poor people, I feel so bad for them. But yeah, it took me about 2.5 hours. I was a nervous wreck. I was probably sweating in that first signing. And then it was over. I scanned it in, dropped it off at FedEx, and didn't hear anything at all. So that made me a nervous wreck. And yeah, I didn't make any mistakes, which was amazing for my very first one. So that March, I did about 7 or 8 signings, and I made about a little bit over $500. And I was just amazed. Actually, I want to say I made about $800 that first month. And I was just hoping to make an extra $500 in a month. So making that was just amazing to me, and part-time. So come April of 2019, my dad got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. And my dad is an entrepreneur. He came from Mexico. He was, living the American dream. And so when he got diagnosed, it was a blow to our entire family. We're Mexican, we're super close, we have a big family. So, if you can imagine, there were literally people at my parents' house every single day. And they gave him about a year. So we I took time off of work. And during that time, my dad still encouraged me to follow this notary career. He saw my potential in it. And, the way I talked about it, and, I absolutely love being a notary. Like, I love doing everything. And so he kept encouraging me, like, keep doing this, you're doing great. And definitely saw the potential of what I could be. So at that time, me and my now husband weren't married, but we had been together for about 11 years. And so when my dad got diagnosed, we had discussed marriage, but you always put it off. Yeah. We had a kid already, so it's like, why get married? And so then when my dad got diagnosed, we decided to get married, planned our wedding, a small family wedding for June 7th. And the week before June 7th, my dad went into the hospital, and, we had everything planned. And he went into the hospital. They literally gave him 24 hours. Wow. So he passed away on May 31st. And actually on May 30th, me and my husband got married in front of him. So we brought a judge, one of my judges that I work for. She came down and we got married. And so I'm saying all of this because after his death, it pushed me to, try to get over the pain. Yeah. So with doing that, I threw myself into being a notary. I literally took as many signings as I possibly could, just to not think about stuff. And I just started doing like 2 or 3 signings right after work every single day. So so June, I think I made about $2,000-3,000 part-time. And then July, it got up to like 4,000. Like I said, I was taking signings Saturdays, Sundays, Monday, Tuesday, every day of the week. I was even doing them during lunch. Like, I just didn't want any time by myself at all. Like I wanted to be busy, because losing my dad was hard. And so September, not that much longer after my dad passed away, I most likely was not in the right state of mind, but I decided just to quit my job and become an entrepreneur. So yeah, and actually, like I said, I had a great government job. I was making about $60,000 a year. And, the city job, you get everything. You get retirement, you get benefits, you get everything. So I had a lot of people that were like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Why are you quitting your job? Like, you shouldn't do that. So I didn't care what anybody said. Like I said, I wasn't in the right state of mind. I already know that. But I just did it. So September, quit my job, and, I hadn't saved anything. Like, when you're Hispanic, I don't know if this is like the norm, but, we don't save for funerals. Like, so, I mean, we were having to, like, me and my siblings paid for my dad's funeral, which is not cheap. So like, so it was a big financial, like, decision, the fact that I actually quit my job. So it's like, I didn't have anything saved. So my husband wasn't too happy. So, but I did it. And honestly, it was like the best decision that I could have made. And I know that my dad had a big part in that because he was an entrepreneur. So I wanted to be an entrepreneur. And so come September, I become full-time as a notary, and I just literally throw myself into there. So one of the things that Mark teaches us, Mark Wills of the loan signing system, is how to market yourself. So I literally just followed everything that he said to do. And I started marketing. I am bilingual, so I totally use that 1000% to my advantage. And I got myself into a lot of places just because I spoke Spanish. So very, very thankful for that. And and especially here in Phoenix, there's a huge Hispanic community. So, so I was doing that full time. Come COVID in March of 2020, I was freaking out because,
Mhm.
you know, I could have had a good government job and, you know, nobody knew what was going to happen. But little did we all know that all the title companies were going to close down and they were going to come to depend on us big time.
Right.
So
Mhm.
because of that, already between September and March, I had made so many connections. So I had a bunch of title companies that started reaching out to me, and, you know, they wanted me to do their signings. They, you know, we were scrambling to find notaries. And that's one of the main reasons why I started my signing service. So I just started the signing service. It was a huge undertaking. Like, I did not know how it was going to be dealing with other notaries that aren't as trained as I am. So I actually did start looking for LSS students, and I found out, you know, if they're properly trained, they can do the signings. So yeah, I just started doing that. I became the ambassador for the loan signing system in 2020 and for Arizona. So I started doing, like, because of COVID, I started doing Zoom meetings, and I would tell notaries what to do, what not to do. And after COVID, I started having in-person meetups, and my in-person meetups here in Arizona usually have over 100 notaries that show up. And I love meeting all of them, and that's usually how I pick a majority of my Arizona notaries, is by
Mhm.
those meetups. And also going to, like, the loan signing system conference that we just came back from this past weekend. I met so many notaries there from all over the US. I was able to add them to my preferred list, which was amazing, because I rather, you know, if you meet somebody and they know you, like, they're going to do a great job for
No
you.
doubt.
Or even if they call you on the phone, I know that they're going to do a great job. So yeah, so yeah, that's my story. That's how I became a signing service owner. And because of the meetups that I do and how much I give back to the notary community, I believe that's why I was chosen to be the signing agent of the year. So yeah, that's that's my story.
Well, I'm gonna ask before Deandra asks, do you have contacts here in Maryland? Because I know she's gonna ask that question. And if so, how can we be part of your signing agency?
So you can just reach out to me. I'm on you can email me, or I have a website, phoenixnotarypro.com, and just email me your zip code, where you're at, and I love when people contact me asking if they can be a part of my team, because that's when I know that they're going to do a great job. Because
Right.
if they're the ones that are reaching out, I want to put those people on my preferred list. So when I do have something in Maryland, I know that if I call D'Angela, she's going to do an amazing job, because, you know, when you have that connection with somebody, they don't
Hmm.
want to let you down. And, you know, I treat my notaries really, really well, and they treat me I get the same respect back. So when somebody reaches out to me, I'm more than happy to add them to my preferred list. So yeah.
One of the great things I love about being a notary, that is, if you are a person who doesn't have a degree or you're in between jobs, this is something so great. You can start a business. Well, in Maryland, we have to now take a course. You can pay
Yeah.
less than $100 to start your own business. So I'm not sure how it is in Phoenix, or do you just register to be a notary, or did you have to take a test?
Here in Arizona, it's the exact same thing. Like, all we do is just send in $43 to the Secretary of State, and we become a notary just within 6 weeks. They let us know that we're commissioned, and it's super easy here in Arizona. And for Arizona, I do have an e-guide on how to become a notary that I do give out for free. So if there's any Arizona notaries that are listening to this, reach out to me, and I can send you that free e-guide.
Cool. So this is Marilyn Coins with Pam Waters, and Irene is just giving us her whole story. So everybody that's listening, that's here taping with us today, you can come on down and start asking her questions because I love her story. And when I tell you, you started at making 800, and you want to tell us how much you're doing now, or is that a secret?
No, well, with my signing service,
Yeah.
I bring in between $30,000 and $40,000 every month.
A month,
Yeah,
ladies. Starting at 800, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah.
I saw Damien on here. You brought Damien out. It's an inside joke. Okay. But he came out just to see you, Irene. Okay. No. So that's exciting to go from $800 a month to $30,000, and it's not even ended yet because you want to make more. Okay, Irene.
Yes.
So if you want to come in down and ask Irene some great questions, I know you are dying to ask her some questions, and so you can come unmute and now start talking.
Miss Pam?
Go ahead, Tamiko.
Hi, I got a question. I wanted to ask, and I've heard this from some of the testimonies from Mark's class, that some of them that took his class felt like they are very well prepared as opposed to those maybe who didn't take his class, didn't feel as confident when they went out in the field. What was your experience like?
Well, I learned all the documents through that system. So, but like every time I would have like a refinance, like when I first started, when I would have a refinance or a seller packet, I would go to that specific module and look it over. So, so if I had a refinance, I was right there looking at that module, like going over my documents, comparing what he was saying to what I was going to say. If it was a seller packet, I was going to that seller module and just like looking it over. So I went over his course many times. Like I didn't just do it once and expect to be, know everything. I want to say I know that seller one, I probably went over it like at least my first 10 signings. I was looking at it because every time I looked at it and heard it one more time, like I would pick up something new every single time. So it wasn't just one time and that's it. You have to keep looking that course over and over every time you get something different. So yeah, I think it did prepare me, but because I kept going back and looking to see what I could do better. So
you kept training.
Thank you.
I have
You're
a couple
welcome.
of questions.
Hey, Lisa.
Hi, Irene. First, thank you so much for presenting and being our guest speaker today. And second, and this is probably behalf on all of us, you have all of our sincere condolences. I mean, I know it's been a few years with your dad passing, but our hearts and prayers go out to you and your family.
Thank you.
So I have two questions. First, in relating to the LSS system, the loan signing system that you took. And then also I heard you say that you did get certified through the NNA. So
Yes.
if I'm understanding that correctly, the loan signing system is different from the NNA course to get certified. So do you feel as though a notary wanting to get into the loan signing arena, it would be good for them to do both?
I definitely, I've never taken the NNA course, but I am certified through the National Notary Association, but I've never taken their course, so I don't know how their course is, but I have taken LSS, so I can tell you that that's what prepared me to become a notary, a loan signing agent. And I've actually taken other courses too, but and they're pretty big ones, but the one that I found the most value out of, what I found a lot of value in is if you do want to go direct, loan signing system prepared me to go direct. So they teach you how to talk to a realtor, what to say to a lender, what to say to an escrow officer. So he has like scripts on there and I just made those scripts my own. So that part was super valuable to me.
Okay. And then my second question is, when you decided to take that leap of faith, and congratulations on becoming a signing, having a signing service, do you feel as though you also promote other notaries to scale up their business, to let that be that end goal for themselves?
Yes. So I'm going to tell you guys a story about what happened to me as a new notary. I was a brand new notary, and this was back in 2019, and I had a signing service reach out to me because I was bilingual, and they wanted me to do a lot of their signings. And then they asked me, what course did I take? And I told them I took loan signing system. And pretty much the owner of this course, of this signing service, told me that I would never make six figures as a notary. And I was like, I'm Latina. Like, why are you telling a Latina that I am not going to get to your level? Like, why can't I get to your level? And so I never did a signing for that signing service, even though I was brand new. I had already done two of them for him, but after that, I never did any for him again. And so I never want to be that signing service that tells my notaries not that they can't do this, they can't do that. I encourage every single one of my notaries, if they want to go direct, call me up. I will help you get there. Yesterday, I had my very first bilingual notary meetup. And one of the things that I told all of the Latinas that were in there was, you know what, every single one of you can get to where I'm at. Like, it just takes hard work. Like, you have to know what you're doing. You have to know your documents. You have to know how to communicate. And just doing those things, that's going to put you way above any other notary out there, because there are so many notaries out there, but there's not a lot of good notaries out there. Yeah, exactly. Yep. So
Thank you for shopping
Can
at Giant.
somebody please put it on mute, please? Whoever's at Giant.
okay. So I totally encourage my notaries to call me if and they do. I've gotten so many calls from my notaries, or not even people that even work for me, but from others notaries throughout the US, asking me, hey, what can I do to scale my business? I'm more than happy to answer anybody's questions when it comes to that. Like, I will give whatever advice I can give. I'm not the one that doesn't want to tell you my secrets. I will tell you everything. Like, you know what? I will tell you whatever you want to know. So.
And that's exciting to me, Irene, because it's, you got to where you are now because somebody shared it with you. So how selfish would that be if you didn't do the same? Because if Mark kept it all to himself, he would be the richest notary ever. But he has shared this with everybody.
Yeah.
So you got to pay forward.
Yep.
Irene, my name is Royalty. How are you today?
Good, thank you.
I didn't get your website. I heard it was Phoenix Notary.
PhoenixNotaryPro.com.
Thank you. I didn't hear the other part. Now, when you started, I just passed my tippet last week. So I'm just beginning. In Maryland, we got to have a tippet to do loan signing. So I'm just beginning the process. So in Mark's class, you said he has a step-by-step instructions on what each package looks like. So are we seeing each package in the entire world looks the same? Refi, a sender, a loan, all of them look the same?
Yeah, so you're seeing in there, like, there's a module for refis, one for purchases, reverse mortgages, sellers, so HELOCs, like, everything's in there. So if you ever get a signing and you're unsure, just click on that module and just look it over. So,
okay. All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, I'm trying to put you on Facebook, the TikTok and everything, Irene. So forgive me. I thought they was gonna keep going. All right.
Talking.
Okay. Go ahead, D'Angelo.
No, I was just saying, keep talking, keep asking. But okay, I'll ask a question. Hi, don't forget me. You don't forget me and Pam when you.
All of us. Don't forget all of us. Don't do that.
Don't forget our team. I'll just say our team. But during the conference, I noticed it's more like a family event than a conference event. And I was very impressed that Mark is the type of person, he was within the community, always there, always talking. And even when he did his breaks, if he came off on the left side of the stage, he'd start talking to the people sitting on the left side, and they were pushing him along because he has so much energy.
Oh, yeah.
And I've only been doing this a little over a year. And my question is, has he always been that energetic?
Yes. Yes. That man has so much energy. It's crazy. Like, yeah, I don't think I've ever really met anybody like him, but yeah, he's always like that. And I've talked to him on the phone and he's like that too. Like, what up, girl? Like, super excited. Like, damn, like I wish I could be that excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always like that.
Well, Irene, I see she like it when Mark do it, but when I do it, they make me calm myself down. That's not fair. I'm not understanding. Continue. Sorry.
So one of the things that I wanted to also bring up is one of the main ways that I get jobs or how I get business. I join a lot of networking events. So I'm a part of, I'm Hispanic, so I'm a part of the National Association of Hispanic Realtors Association, which is called NAREP. I'm on the board for HAREP, which is the Hispanic Association of Real Estate Professionals. So wherever there's realtors, there's going to be lenders, there's going to be escrow officers, and that's where I want to be. So I try to go to at least 2 or 3 events per week, and just talk to people and let them know who I am and just get to know them and see if they need a notary or whatever. Like I'm out there every single week. I'm also sponsoring a lot of events during the week also. My husband and my son work with me. Mm-hmm. And my son, we both sponsor quite a bit of lunch and learns. So, if you guys know, if you have an escrow officer that you're working with directly, ask to be introduced to their sales rep, because the sales rep of the title company is the one that is hosting those lunch and learns, and they're always needing sponsors. So typically, for a lunch and learn, what we spend is, we'll just buy lunch for the 40 people that are there. It's not that expensive, like a couple $100. Mm-hmm. But we get that opportunity to be in there, and they always give us like a 2 or 3 minute platform to speak. And, we're able to say what our company does and who we are. And usually I get a few people talking to us after that, asking like, hey, how can I get you guys to be my notaries? So try and, get in with those sales reps, or, even just going to events. Most events are free. So if you guys can get to any networking events, join them. Like, I think for me, the dues are usually about $50 a year just to join an association. It's not a lot. So if you can join those events, then you can go to all their mixers and have a chance to sponsor.
We spend that kind of money on things that don't make us money. So we all have it in our budget somewhere, right?
Exactly. So, yeah.
So I have a question. So as a signing agency, can I ask you personal questions? Like who do you use as insurance? Because I know for me, I use Byberg, and a lot of people talk about it. So can you give us a great E&O insurance person if you don't use Byberg?
I use Byberg.
Oh, okay.
So I have $1 million policy, the E&O, general, the umbrella, and then the cyber. So, so I have all of those.
Because a lot of people don't understand that. I love NNA, but their insurance doesn't cover the same things as Byberg. They're very limited. So you have to look
Yes.
into see how much you want to have your business coverage and make the right decisions on your E&O insurance.
Exactly. Yep.
Especially if you have a signing agency, because there's not many houses that you can cover $25,000 worth of E&O insurance, correct? It's not many houses
Exactly.
sold for $25,000. So you want to make sure that you are totally covered when you're handling your business.
Yep.
Back to you, Irene. All right.
Irene, I do have a question. How do you become an, okay, so you said in Phoenix, we just have to pay the application fee? Because I was looking to relocate to Phoenix right before COVID
Okay.
to Arizona. So just in Arizona, you just have to pay an application fee. There's no course or test that has to be taken.
No, Arizona, that's all you pay is just the $43, and you send in your application along with your bond, and that's it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because in case you didn't know, in Maryland, we used to just have to apply. It was like maybe $21 altogether, but now we have to take a course, which if you go on NNA, it's only $60. Don't buy the one that's $110. But now we have to take a course and then we can apply. So it's still less than $100 to begin your notary business. It's about $80.
I honestly wish it was like that here in Arizona. I wish they were a little bit more stricter, because everybody and their mama can be a notary out here, and literally everybody and their mama is a notary out here.
I believe it. And we have to take the next step, which is to become get a title insurance business license as well if we wanted to do loan signings. So
Oh,
they're
wow.
kind of strict with us in Maryland.
Can you
That's
tell
good
this
though.
This is Tawana Gooch again. Can you tell me which exams, since I'm just really getting started out here, which exams and which courses you recommend for me to take? Because there are so many. I've been like looking, and I had signed up to take the course out of Prince George's Community College. I'm like, I keep reading so many different things to put me in the right direction.
So the course that I get the most value out of, was the loan signing system. And one thing that I love about the loan signing system is the fact that they do have a private Facebook page for the notaries that join. And that's what I found most valuable, because on that Facebook page, every week, there's a mentorship call, and people can hop on, and you're learning from successful notaries throughout the US, and they're jumping on there for 1 hour of their time and teaching notaries how to better their business. So you're hearing the perspective of so many different successful notaries that it is such a great, like, I learned something from them. Like I try to watch those every single, like, I may not watch it live, but I will watch it on the replay. And I mean, I get a lot of good tidbits, because, you never stop learning in this business. You want to keep growing. So watching those mentorship videos is definitely going to inspire you and make you want to do better.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So the ones that are here, you're talking about the one at PG, that's Missy Lane Rice.
Yes.
She does provide some great training. We have her on our notary show. So go back to the Maryland Coins with Pam Waters and you see the video with her. So she gives great training if you want somebody here that's specific to Maryland. But didn't Mark expand his to include general notary as well, Irene? So he's not only
Yes.
teaching about LSS, loan signers, he's now expanded that to general notary work as well.
Correct. General notary, and then specialty notary work also. So like apostilles, marriage, what are they called? Officiants, marriage officiants, and that type of special notary work. So that's something that just came out like within the last few months. So.
Okay, thank you. Thank you both.
You're welcome.
So as a loan signing agency owner, you might have answered this. Do you have specific days? Do you actually train the people before they go out? Do they have to go through your own regime to, okay.
No, so what I do, I'm on signing order. So what I do is, what I'm looking for is I'm making sure that the notary has a good picture on their profile. You would be surprised at how many selfies people take. It's just crazy. Like, it doesn't have to be like a professional picture. You can just be up against a wall and just have somebody take it with your iPhone or whatever. Like, it's good quality, just not like a selfie, like in front of, the beach or whatever. Like, nobody needs to see all that. So it's crazy, the pictures that I've seen that people post that is, or that people have as their profile. It's not even professional. So, a nice professional picture would go a long way. And then I'm looking to,
Sorry, I was gonna say, what in their profile will catch you and say, yes, I want that? So how can we make our profile stand out?
just a good professional picture.
Not
So
the picture,
if
I'm sorry, not the picture, the description that we, you know how they have the
they,
description bar. What would stand out in your mind?
what stands out is if they're on signing order, and let's just say a majority of their work they get from SnapDocs. They may not do a lot on signing order. So I would just put on there, I've been a loan signing agent, I've done this many signings, and that's all that I basically want to see. I just want to see how long have they been a signing agent, because if they don't have any signings on signing order, because we're able to see the count, then most likely I'll pass them up unless I see in their profile that they've been a signing agent for a couple of years and they've done, a couple hundred signings or whatever. So that's mainly what I'm looking for, like just the experience part of it. Or if they don't have the experience and they're brand new, what I want to see is what they've invested in themselves. Like, did they take a course? Are they NNA certified? If I see that, then I will give them a call and ask them like, hey, how comfortable are you doing a seller package? And, I just want the truth. Like, if they haven't done a seller package and they're willing to do it, they've taken the course, they're pretty confident, I'll give them that chance. And, I'll literally walk through all the the entire package with them. And I tell every single one of my notaries, if you have any questions at all, call me. This is my cell phone number. Feel free to call me. I rather you ask than to assume something and have to go back out there and get it re-signed. So, yeah. So, communication, that's big.
I have another question.
Yeah.
I'm going back to the NNA certified. When you say that, meaning certified as a notary, not as a loan signing agent, correct?
As a loan signing agent.
Okay, so
I think it's like $79. You get certified, you have to take a test, and then it comes with your background check. So you click on the NNA and then put on there that you want to be a loan signing agent, and it has like all these packages. I chose the cheapest one, which is like $79, I believe. So.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so this is Pam Waters with Solar Vantage Mobile Notary. We're going to wrap it up with her. So I'm giving y'all your last chances to ask the Notary of the Year some questions, give us some comments, okay? So
I have one more question.
Yeah.
Do you work every day or do you have me time? How do you step back and take care of yourself and keep everything fresh with you and not tire yourself out by working so much?
Luckily, my husband works with me, so he does a lot of my scheduling. So he takes care of a lot of it. So like last week, I was in San Diego for 5 days. So I didn't have to worry about anything because my husband took care of everything. Okay. So that part, because we're both working in the business, if we do take a vacation, unfortunately, one of us has to work. Yeah. So, we take our laptop with us, and, if we go to visit his family, I have my laptop with me, or if we're on vacation, like it's never, I'd have to hire more people, but we haven't done that yet. Hopefully we will by the end of this year, but we just haven't yet. But yeah, we take turns.
Okay, okay. I just wonder, some people, you work so much, you don't enjoy the reach
Exactly.
that you're
Your
bringing
labor.
in. So
Mhm.
I just want to know
Yep.
what was your relaxation time?
So people should say they should stop saying they're gonna lead at 9 to 5 to be an entrepreneur, because you actually work more hours as an
24/7.
entrepreneur. If you want to be a successful entrepreneur, you're gonna work more than 9 to 5. It's
Yep.
24 hours, truthfully.
Yep. It really is like this. Right before this Zoom, I had a escrow company reach out to me asking if I can get a notary for tonight at 8 p.m. And I was like, oh yeah, of course. Let me jump on the computer. So luckily I was home, so I was able to do that really quick. But yeah, you really do work a lot of hours when you have a business. So yeah, it's definitely not leaving your 9 to 5. It's 24/7.
It is 24/7. Okay, ladies, count down 1, 2, 3. Any last questions, comments for Irene? Well, Irene, I'm so excited because I got some great nuggets today. I don't know if y'all didn't get any, but I got some. The main one I got was that you use your pain to propel yourself to success, because it could have gone either way. Some people go down this way, but you chose to use it for your good and for your future. And your work ethics are off the chain. Market, right?
Yeah.
And also always be a student, always learn so you can grow, because we get
Yeah.
complacent sometimes and think we know everything. We don't. But if you go back, you'll find out that you miss a few things in those videos. So I'm just so proud of you. Besides being the notary, just appointed that you are a businesswoman and you're successful at it. And so we just use you as inspiration for ourselves. So I really
Yeah.
thank you for taking
Thank
the
you
time
so
out.
much.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm trying to tell
Thank
y'all
you, guys.
TikTok works.
Thank
Y'all know
you.
on
Thank
TikTok,
you.
y'all crazy, okay? Because you find some great people like Irene on TikTok. Okay,
Mhm.
they laugh
Thank
at me
you,
because I be on
Irene.
TikTok all the time.
Thank you
So
very much.
Thank you, Irene.
thank you,
Thank
Irene.
you.
So I
Thank
just
you.
wanted
Thank
to
you.
give your contact information one more time, and then we're gonna go into our boss lady accountability session.
Okay, so yeah, you can find me on Instagram or TikTok, Notary Irene. And on TikTok, I try to post as much content as possible on how to become a better notary, what I look for as a signing service owner. So definitely follow me on there. My website is phoenixnotarypro.com. So thank you guys so much. I really enjoyed talking to all of you guys.
Thank
Thank
you. So this
you.
is
Thank
Marilyn
you.
Coin. You will find this
Thank
taping
you.
on Marilyn Coin
Congratulations.
YouTube channel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. So you can stay or you go, because I know you're busy. But just thank you from the bottom of our hearts from Maryland. Okay.
Thank you.
Have a great evening. See y'all next time, next Sunday. Have a
All
good
right.
evening.
You too. Thank you.
Don't y'all
Bye.
hang up. Okay.